Rather, lads, welcome back to the Cossy Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Welcome back to a brand new video. There are two moments that Arsenal could have wanted to go differently, because if they go differently, our season is different. The first moment is Human Son is through and go 1v1 with Ortega, and we all stand up. Time stood still, and we all thought this is the moment. This could be it. Son could equalize. Tottenham could equalize. 85 minutes on the clock. History is going to change. Man City do not win their forfeit, and Arsenal lift their first trophy in 20 years. The outcome is that Ortega saves it, Man City get a second, and it is game over. The rest is history. The second moment is this moment. And this is the moment that is going to haunt Arsenal every single day for the next many years. This is going to be the moment. This is Emi Martinez saving a Leandro Trossard open goal chance. Because this chance falls onto Leandro Trossard's boot. A few yards out of goal, Emi Martinez is actually facing down, and then he has to travel, look up, and make a save, and Leandro Trossard doesn't get power on the ball to make it cross the line. The bottom line is that Arsenal are going home without any trophies this campaign. Those are the two big moments that I will look back on, and I'll say these two moments this season are the moments that could have given us the title. This moment beats Aston Villa, and Arsenal have their fate in their own hands. And the previous moment that we have just seen from Human Son takes away the fate of Arsenal from Man City's hands back into our hands. That didn't happen as well. But we've got to ask the question, why did Arsenal really win no trophies this season? It is because those two moments, like you have seen or noticed, are both in the Premier League. But we competed in many trophies. We competed on many fronts, in this season. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. So how come that Liverpool walk away with a trophy this season? How come that Man United walk away with a final finish this season? How come that Man City will walk away with a double? And how come that for us, for a second season running, we are going to be the team that walks away with nothing? We are going to be the team that finishes in the top four and walks away with nothing. Because again, we've got to admit, yes, last season Newcastle finished and they had a final, Champions League, and the final played against Man United, where they lost. United last season, they had a trophy and Champions League finish. So are we prioritizing some trophies? Are we not? And is that actually hurting us? These are my reasons why Arsenal are going trophyless again this campaign. Reason number one, we undermined the FA Cup and we undermined the Carabao Cup. Now, I think Mikel Arteta is right to place his focus on some, on some trophies and maybe not on the others. Like, you can't just spread your focus out there. You fight for the Carabao Cup, you fight for the FA Cup and all these trophies. Maybe you want to focus. Maybe you want to zero down on one or two trophies. But what happens when those trophies don't come around? What happens when Man City beat you the Premier League and Bayern or Madrid or Dortmund beat you to the Champions League? You walk away trophyless. So for me, Mikel Arteta needs to focus more. He needs to prioritize more these smaller trophies. Yes, they are smaller trophies, but a final is a final. A trip to Wembley is a trip to Wembley, and a win is a win. A final is a win. If we celebrate a win at the Old Trafford, like we have won a trophy, definitely the Carabao Cup is bigger than a win at the Old Trafford. The Carabao Cup is bigger than a win at Manchester City away. The Carabao Cup is bigger than a single win at Liverpool away. So for me, why Arsenal walking away with no title this season is not because we failed at the Premier League and Champions League, which we miserably did. It's not because of this moment or the Leandro Trossard moment only. It is also because of our priorities that were set wrongly. The priority should be, and the agenda should be, fight for every trophy, fight on every front. West Ham humiliated us in the Carabao Cup. And Liverpool got on to win it. Liverpool got on to win the Carabao Cup with a set of young players. If it was Arsenal on that final, with those youngsters, with only Virgil van Dijk in the team, Arsenal win that trophy. And we would have walked away from this team, from this season, with a Carabao Cup trophy. I'm positive about that. But also, one important thing, if Arsenal win the Carabao Cup, maybe that could have motivated us, because look at the amount of Carabao Cups Man City have won. And look at the motivation, look at the winning mentality they derive from winning the Carabao Cup almost each and every time. It is impeccable. It is absolutely insane. The amount of times they draw, they've drawn from winning the Carabao Cup to go on and lift major silverware. So for me, the FA Cup, which is by no means a small trophy. If I look at the Champions League and I look at the Europa League and the Premier League, after those three, definitely, in club football, the Carabao Cup is number 4 or number 5. So if Arsenal win the FA Cup this season, I would not have a problem. Finish second against an impeccable Man City side, win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, I'll be okay. But do we actually give enough? Do we actually prioritize these trophies? Do we actually throw everything we have at the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup? I don't think so. I absolutely don't think so. Now, the FA Cup this season, the circumstances under which we were eliminated by Liverpool, they are a little bit understandable. But we were eliminated by a Liverpool second side. We were eliminated by a Liverpool side that played their second 11. We were eliminated by a Liverpool side that was on bare bones. They were struggling. And all we did that day was miss chance after chance after chance and allow Liverpool to beat us by 2-0, and that was embarrassing and that was absolutely disgusting. So the reason number one why we walk away with no trophy this season is because the trophies that we had a bigger chance to win, we trashed them, and we prioritized trophies where Man City were going to focus and where Madrid were going to focus, and we are not as good as Madrid and we are not as good as Man City, and therefore you don't win it. So reason number one is there. Make of it what you want. My second reason is we crumbled under pressure. And you lot told me that this team is different. We all said that this team has learned from the mistakes of last campaign. And we said, okay, let's go into the last 18 games. Let's see how different Arsenal are. Let's see how strong Arsenal are. Let's see the mentality of this team. Aston Villa proved us otherwise. Aston Villa away and at home have proven us otherwise, but especially Aston Villa at the Emirates. What shows you that the team has learned is what they do when it is needs must. It is what they do, the level of perfection when it is needs must. Now, I think Arsenal have been really good in the second part of the campaign. This year, we are one of the best performing teams, but we are not the best performing team. Because the best performing team is walking away with a title at the end of the season. The best performing team is walking away heads high with win after win after win this year. And what makes Man City the team to beat, the team to beat is that quality. You don't crumble under pressure. They don't crumble under pressure. They deliver actually under pressure. So Aston Villa at home is going to be a bad memory for all of us, because that is the pressure moment. That is the day Liverpool lose to Crystal Palace, and that is the day Arsenal lose by the same scoreline, by the way, by the same scoreline to Aston Villa. Same day, different time, same outcome, and same result. That is that both Liverpool and Arsenal gave the title to Man City. And Pep Guardiola, that guy is a comedian. Because I was watching him in the Tottenham game, during the Tottenham game. He was just making comedy. I enjoyed the game, not because of the hope that I had, but because of the comedy tricks of Pep Guardiola. Well done, mate. I loved the comics. I really, really did love the comics. So we crumbled under pressure. We crumbled when it mattered the most. We crumbled when this team had to deliver. And Man City deliver when they need to crumble. So if Arsenal can overturn that in maybe, I don't know how many seasons we're gonna say this, but if we can overturn it, if we can start to deliver when we have to crumble and crumble when it doesn't matter, then we will be champions. Point number 3, we were not brave like Dortmund. And I've brought in Dortmund as a perfect example for us to look at. Dortmund have no right to go past Atletico Madrid after losing at the Wanda Metropolitano. Dortmund have no right to keep back-to-back clean sheets against the PSG with Ronald Colomwani, Goncalo Ramos, Kylian Mbappe, Zai Emre, Bakola, Dembele. They have no right. They have no right to go to the Parc des Princes and score their first goal and keep a clean sheet and go to the finals of the Champions League. They have no right. But I'll tell you what gives them that right. What gives them that right is they don't wait for such moments. What gives them that right is they don't bank on a rival, a team that hates you, to do stuff for you. That is what gives them the right to be in the Champions League final. And that is what gives them the right to say, at the end of this season, Dortmund played in a UEFA Champions League final and Arsenal didn't even play in the semi-finals. They were brave. They were brave. Were we brave? We were not brave. We were not brave, and we were not anywhere near being brave. We were not brave. So we should have been brave at the Etihad, because a 1-0 victory there ends Man City's season. It changes the dynamics of Manchester City's season. They focus more on the UCL than they focus on the Premier League. That's number 1. Number 2, we should have been more brave and braver at Bayern Munich, away and at home. Saka, be brave. Don't fall down. Round the goalkeeper. Put it into the back of the net. Ben White, you have an open chance right on goal. Bury that chance. Be brave. Against Bayern, we didn't take chances. We didn't take risks. It was a stale game. A stale game that was won by experience, and everyone says Arsenal tried. We didn't try. We were not brave, because if you want to know who is brave, Dortmund are brave. Tottenham are brave. Liverpool are brave against Man City. Liverpool have not lost a single game, by the way, against City, and in both games they played remarkably well. So this season, as we go into next season, because it's over this season, end it, we've got to be brave, and we've got to be braver. Don't mind losing a game. Don't mind losing a game, right? This philosophy of, or at least we didn't lose. At least we didn't lose doesn't win you a title. When you go toe-to-toe with Man City, that doesn't win a title. When you look at that Man City side, is their mentality, at least we don't lose? Their mentality is, at least we won. Even if it is a scrappy victory, even if they don't deserve it, their mentality is, at least we won. And the big reason that Man City are champions for a very long time, it is that mentality. At least we won it. The last reason why I think Arsenal are the champions is a million chances not taken. West Ham, Fulham, Newcastle, you can name it. If Arsenal wanted to win the title, they should have taken those chances, and we should have buried those chances. Because Mikel Arteta kept on saying that we deserve to win. It could have been 6, 7, or 8 goals. But it could have been doesn't win you a game, and it could have been doesn't win you the Premier League title. Like I said, These moments, it could have been. Son Heung-min against Man City, it could have been. Emi Martinez serving the Leandro Trossard chance, it could have been. But it could have been is a very nice statement for reflection. It's a very good, a statement for you to bask under the sun in Dubai and you say, hey, it could have been. And Man City will be throwing another parade. Man City will be having another trophy parade saying it was. So what Arsenal are looking for is not it could have been. What we are looking for is it was. Okay? And for me, those are the reasons why we are not champions. You can let me know if I am wrong in the comment box below. Or very, very open to criticism, very open to advice. Now, the people who say, and the people who have told me that Erling Haaland, by the way, is a tapping merchant. Do you have a tapping merchant? Why is Edin Ketia not a tapping merchant? Why is Edin Ketia not tapping balls away for us to win the title? Why is Jesus not doing it? Why is Kai Havertz not doing it? The movement of that lad is top. So, just wanted to say that. See you soon.